So the other day, one of my piano students came up to me and asked me for my channel name. So when I gave it to them, their look was of complete shock. They told me, you know, you looked really familiar on the first day and I couldn't figure out why, but I've actually watched some of your videos way back in the day. They then pulled up their phone and showed me the video that they watched from 2021, and the feeling of dread and fear that went through my body was just unimaginable. Hello all of my otaku friends, my name is Profitaku and welcome back to my channel for another manga haul. This is a pretty monumental manga haul. This is my last manga haul from Right Stuf Anime. I've canceled all of my pre-orders. This is really kind of the last manga haul, the turning of the guard, I suppose you could say. So sit back, relax, and let's see what I picked up. This manga haul is a combination of things from Right Stuf Anime and also the Books A Million buy one get one 50% off. I'm looking to shop more locally from now on just to kind of downsize my pre-orders, but also just keep track of what I'm pre-ordering and just knowing what I want to actually get. So starting with the smallest amount of volumes I got from a publisher to the largest amount, we first have one volume from SubLime, and that is Given Volume 8. This manga is almost wrapped up in English. I am looking to get into another music manga, so this one is right on the docket to get read ASAP. Next up from 7 Seas, we have two volumes. First up is Yakuza Fiance Volume 5. I'm very excited about this volume. I really enjoyed the first 3 volumes. I really enjoy the female main character. Lots of interesting developments with our male MC. I think the whole shtick between the two Yakuza families and then they're coming from opposing families coming together to build this relationship is really interesting. Lots of twists and turns. I'm curious to see where this goes. And lastly, one of my favorite slice of life series of all time, we have Skip and Loafer Volume 8. A perfect encapsulation of what friendship is, one of the best female main characters of all time, and just a perfect flow of slice of life, drama, comedy, very episodic, but lots of variety in the episodes. This is definitely one that you need to pick up. Next up here, we have several volumes from Kodansha. First up is A Sign of Affection Volume 7. I have not started this series yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's a college setting. I love that there's disabilities involved. I heard that it's very educational. I heard that it respects disabilities really well, and I heard the relationship is super wholesome. It progresses well. So yes, this is going to be a romance series right on top of my pile for February. Next up is the Eisner Award winner Volume 11 of Witch Hat Atelier. Funny enough, I read chapter 1 of this series like a long time ago and I really enjoyed it, and then I just like never kept going with it. I don't know why. I am up to date now with this, so I really need to get on this train. I've really enjoyed one of Yen Press's newest series called The Name of the Night, and I know that takes a lot of influence from this series, so just because of that, I know I'm going to enjoy it. And lastly, we have an end to a series. We have Fire Force Volume 34. I read this volume online a couple of months ago. Finished the series off. I thought it was a very conclusive ending. Lots of great things to take away from the entire series, even if the last arc was very confusing. A very fun shonen series, a great beginner manga to give to somebody. Am I going to keep it in my collection? I really don't know. I'm kind of sitting on it right now, just kind of seeing what I want my collection to be. I think I'll go ahead and make a decision by the end of the year whether I'm going to unhaul it or keep it in. From Viz Media, we have a good stack of volumes. First up, we have Kaiju number 8, Volume 8. I've just been waiting for years to say that. As many of you know, I'm not a big Shonen Jump guy, and this one was definitely on the chopping block. I took some time away from it, but then when I got back into it, I realized how great of a story it actually is, and how great the cast of characters work well together, the flow of the action, the really interesting power system. So because of that, it's still on my shelf. Next up is Volume 5 of Dan Da Dan, and this is exactly what I want a Shonen Jump manga to be. Absolutely insane. Next up here is a Shonen Jump series that continues to surprise me, and that is Mission Yozakura Family Volume 7. I just don't get this series. It's episodic, but it's not really episodic. In the last several volumes, there's been little snippets of story progression that keep you wanting more and more, but the cast of characters is what keeps pulling you in because the family is just really fun. It just works really well, and it's a great starter Shonen Jump manga to give to that new manga collector. Here we are with a volume I just picked up this morning, and that is Spy Family Volume 10. I cannot wait to get into this one. Now we are back to Spy Family being the main thing. I absolutely love this cover with Lloyd. It's just so great. I just need some more Anya antics in my life, and Spy Family definitely is one of my favorites. Here we are with volume 2 of a new Shonen Jump manga. We have Akane Banashi. I have heard really good things about this storytelling manga. I'm really intrigued by it, but now that I have 2 volumes, I'm going to go ahead and read both of them back to back to see if this is one that I want to continue to read. And last but not least, we have Boys Abyss volume 3 in the Saran wrap. I have read up to volume 5 of this digitally because I love the first volume so much, so now I'm just stockpiling the physicals as they come out. But this is absolutely phenomenal. If you love blood on the tracks, if you love drama thriller, if you like a protagonist that just keeps getting beat down and has the worst life possible, then this is the one for you. The twists and turns in here are so messed up, and I cannot recommend it enough for the mature readers. And before we keep going with this manga haul, I just have one question for you. Are you hungry right now? And if you said yes to that question, we can solve this issue right now. Living in the South, it's basically impossible for me to find authentic Japanese snacks anywhere around here, so I'm super grateful and thankful to both Sakuraco and Tokyo Treat for sponsoring this video and sending me their November snack boxes for me to try it on camera. Our sponsor's goal is to experience Japan from the comfort of your own home. Tokyo Treat is a monthly pop Japanese subscription box where you get up to 20 of the latest exclusive limited edition and seasonal flavored Japanese snacks. Sakuraco is a monthly snack box supporting local Japanese snack maker, with each box coming with 20 traditional, authentic, and artisan Japanese snacks, including Japanese tea and some special tableware. Tokyo Treat's theme this month is the Mount Fuji Snack Venture. The enchanting fall season's upon us, and what better way to celebrate this perfect season than going to Mount Fuji with some exclusive snacks like the Mount Fuji green tea cake. Sakura's theme this month is the Wonders of Saitama. This month, Sakuraco partnered with Saitama City for a limited edition specially designed box alongside such amazing snacks such as the milk castella cakes, the pear gummies, and the daifuku. You're also gifted with some Wasaka crane chopsticks, which are beautifully crafted chopsticks with the crane design symbolizing longevity and good fortune. So I've always wanted to get my hands on one of these snack boxes, so for me to not have not one but 2 of them is super cool. All right, so y'all are gonna get the first glimpse of what is in here, and wow, look at all this stuff. This is so cool. There are so many cool knickknacks in here. You've got this little bookmark right here. Thank you from Saitama. That is super cool. And then you have this little art card with a note from the founder just talking about what's in the box. Here's one of the really cool things about the Sakuraco box. This is like a little booklet, and it just kind of details all of the snacks that you're eating, the history behind them, the people who are making these snacks. And that's what makes this box so special, is that they work with those local Japanese snack artisans. So this is just really cool to have, just to know a little bit more about the culture. All right, so now this is where the good stuff comes in. We've got all these snacks right here to try. We also have some tea that I am going to be drinking on camera because I am a tea drinker. Ooh, we have a sweet potato pie. This is definitely something I want to eat ASAP. Dude, like legit, there is like so much stuff in here. This is insane. Like there are like 20 different snacks. Oh, is this mochi? Oh yes, this is mochi. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite. I love mochi so much. Now, if we dig further through all the snacks here, you have this like little white chocolate fruits right here. You've got these little cracker cookies right here, but we also have some tableware as well. They come with a really nice pair of chopsticks. That's perfect for me. So while I'm waiting for my tea to steep, I just want to show y'all all the snacks that I got just in that one box, because I always want to be transparent in my sponsorships, and this is so much stuff. You're definitely getting your bang for your buck here. All right, let's move on to box number 2, Tokyo Treat. Dude, I am so scared to know how fat I'm gonna become after these boxes. All right, y'all get first look. Okay, ready? Na, 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 na. So just like the Sakuraco box, you have a little Tokyo Treat booklet just kind of detailing all of the different things around Mount Fuji and also all the snacks inside and the history behind it. Super cool, just to immerse yourself more in the culture. Dude, look at all of these snacks. Dude, this is insane. Oh my gosh. So we've got some tea here. Dude, we have some asparagus chips. Oh my gosh. We have some ice cream cone thing. Dude, these look good. Blueberry marshmallows. What the heck? Dude, look at that. Kit Kat peach. That's sick. What? They got ramen in here. Nice. Always want some ramen. We've got some sort of like yakisoba snack here. This looks kind of interesting. And then we have a little drink here. Obviously, I have no idea what's inside of it. It's gonna be like Russian roulette with drinks. All right, last thing we gotta do on camera, we gotta drink some tea. This is the Japanese green tea from the Sakuraco box. Okay, that's actually really good. And I decided to pick a treat from both boxes to try out. I want to pick one that looked really good and then one that was super mysterious. So this is from the Sakuraco box. It looks like some sort of like hazelnut jelly or something. I mean, it kind of feels like mochi, to be honest with you. Dude, that's definitely like a mochi type of texture. Dude, that's so good. That's so good. All right, then the other thing I got here is a mystery package. No clue what's inside of it, so we're gonna find out together. Okay, it's some sort of cookie here with some sort of cream filling. It's like a really crispy shortbread with like vanilla cream filling inside of it. That's actually really good. So overall, definitely phenomenal box. It's such fun to be able to just share these with your friends and family. I cannot recommend it enough, obviously. Thank you so much to Tokyo Treat and Sakuraco for sponsoring this video. Again, if you would like your very own box, you can check out my affiliate links down in the description below so that you can get a discount on your very first box as well. Happy to be able to provide that for y'all to be able to bring authentic Japanese snacks right inside your home. With that being said, let's get right back to the manga haul. And last but not least, we have the huge stack of manga sent to me from the good folks over at Yen Press. Thanks so much, as always, to Callista and the team for continuing to support this channel and sending me manga every month to review on their behalf. I started my sponsorship with Yen Press this month 1 year ago, and it's been a really fulfilling experience working with Yen Press, one of the major publishers of manga in the United States. Such a rewarding part of this channel and something that I'll never take for granted. First up here, we have one of my favorite Yen Press series of all time, volume 14 of Laid Back Camp. A perfect slice of life manga following a group of girls in the camping club in high school as they go all over Japan exploring different aspects about camping. Super educational. It is super cool to see the landscape of Japan, considering I'm never gonna go there at this point. But I just love everything about this manga, and I cannot recommend it enough for even the casual slice of life fan. Next up is the official comic anthology of Sasaki and Miyano, and there continues to be so many different spin-offs and extra volumes. I can't keep up with it, and I still haven't read the main series, so shame on me at this point. Here we are with a very interesting volume 3. It is Hi, I'm a Witch and My Crush Wants Me to Make a Love Potion. I thought the first 2 volumes were okay. It follows a witch and a prince as they come together because the prince wants to make a love potion for his sister, but of course the witch has feelings for this guy. It's a really interesting vibe. I'm not sure about the kind of going around in circles, misunderstanding trope. We're really gonna have to see how this volume kind of shells itself out. It might be one that I drop. Here we are with a new boys love series, The Red Thread Volume 1, following a boy who's going into college. He's starting a new life, turning over a new leaf, and he's hoping to find love in the college setting, but also experience college life. I don't know. I don't think there's anything special about this, but I was definitely intrigued by the cover, so we'll see where this goes. Next up is a manga adaptation of a light novel series. I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to clock out on time, volume 1, which is basically my life story. I mean, it's just ironic at this point because as a band director, you basically have no life in the fall, and that's what I'm living right now. So anytime I can just go home on time is a good day. But I'm sure that this manga is exactly what that title says it's gonna be. It's a manga adaptation, so we'll see about the pacing, but the premise is definitely intriguing enough. Hopefully I have some good laughs. I won't take this too seriously, and it'll be a lot of fun to read. Here we are with a really intriguing volume 4. We have Shy. This is a superhero manga. I've really enjoyed this current arc. This is gonna finish the arc that we're in, so I cannot wait to see how this wraps up. I think that there's something special here. I think that it didn't start off very well for a superhero manga. I mean, it gets a lot of comparisons to like My Hero Academia, for example, and it's just a kind of a different take on the superhero genre and what the superhero genre tends to be. I mean, it's not very much, I wouldn't describe it like shonen jumpiness. I think it's a little bit darker than that. I think it's a little bit slower, and I think that's why people don't like this as much, but I enjoyed it enough. Next up is a manga by a mangaka that I really need to get into their works, and that is the Case Study of Vanitas Volume 10. I do have all of Case Study of Vanitas and Pandora Hearts in that box set over there, and I've heard lots of great things about this mangaka. I have read their one-shot, and that was very good, so I'm intrigued to see about their longer works. I've heard it's very confusing, lots of fantasy elements in here. We'll see how it goes. Here's a really goofy premise of a manga. We have Cheerful Amnesia Volume 1. It follows follows a girl who wakes up forgetting all of her memories, including that of her then boyfriend, but then of course she falls all head over heels for him all over again. So it's about this new relationship. I don't know how it's gonna go. It seems really silly, seems really goofy. The art looks cute enough, so we'll see if this is one I continue to read. Next up is volume 2 that's on the chopping block. We have the villainous stands the heroes playing the antagonist to support her faves. I actually think the premise of this is really good. It follows a girl who is the antagonist. She gets put into an otome game, and her goal is to make sure that all of her fave characters in this game fulfill all of the prophecies that she wants them to have. But of course, not everything is the way that it seems, and she's starting to cause more problems. It will be interesting to see how this volume progresses. It is a manga adaptation of a light novel. It's very wordy, and that was, I think, one of the big issues I had with the first volume, so we'll see how it goes. Next up is what I personally believe to be one of the most underrated series in the Yen Press catalog, a Yuri series, She Loves to Cook, She Loves to Eat, Volume 3. The series follows two women who live in an apartment complex together. One girl loves to cook, one girl loves to eat. They share this budding friendship together. Could it be something more? They're exploring these options. I think it's very well done. I love the characters. I love the character development. I love the story. It is episodic, but it's really fun. The cooking is great in here, and yes, just an overall well-written manga. You know, we don't get too many of those, so I have to recommend this one for sure. A drama thriller series that's on everybody's radar right now. We have The Summer Hikaru Died Volume 2. The story follows this boy right here who's going through life with his friend Hikaru, but the big kicker is that Hikaru has died. So who is this Hikaru with him right now? It's very edgy, very drama filled, super dark. The artwork is phenomenal. I really enjoyed volume 1. Not too much character progression or story progression. They kind of just set the stage, and then it was very slice of life episodic, but nonetheless I am invested. Next up is a republication of one of Clamp's most famous works, and I've never read a Clamp series before, but this was one on my radar just because of the premise of it, but it was out of print, and now we're getting a republication, and that is Tokyo Babylon Volume 1. It follows a boy and his twin sister as they go around Tokyo solving supernatural troubles. I'm very intrigued by this series. I cannot wait to read a Clamp series for the first time, and hopefully I'll like this enough to be able to explore their other works. Here's another volume 1 I'm super excited about, one that was highly anticipated after the amazing success of the anime. We have Bocchi the Rock Volume 1. This definitely gives me vibes of K-On! With the 4-koma format. I'm really intrigued to see how this flows as a music manga. I really think that I should check out the anime because I am actually anime only for K-On! I have never experienced the manga in a 4-koma format. Hopefully I like this. I think I really want to do a comparison of the two. Next up here is a new volume 1, Minato's Laundromat. This is a boys love series. I don't know anything about it, but I do love the cover and the artwork. It looks intriguing. We'll see how it goes. Next up is one of my favorite series out of their catalog. We have Kowloon Generic Romance Volume 5. This is a really great manga. Lots of different flavors in here. We have sci-fi, slice of life, romance, drama. It is very confusing. I do not recommend reading this volume to volume. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now, but you know. So we'll see. I'm still trying to decide whether I'm going to put this on the shelf and just wait for the series to finish or keep reading this month by month. The next series here is volume 2 of The Witch and the Night Will Survive. I really enjoyed volume 1. The artwork is phenomenal on this. It's really detailed. I don't think the premise of this witch and this knight trying to fight the evil together has been shelled out enough, so I'm curious to see from a story aspect how this progresses. I'll let you know. Here's one of my most anticipated volume 2s from their catalog. We have Magical Girl Incident. I did a whole YouTube short on this first volume if you want to check it out, but it kind of takes the shtick of magical girls and puts it on its head. Highly recommend. Next up is a light novel. We have the ephemeral scenes of Setsuna's journey, the former 68th hero, and the Dragon Maiden Volume 2. I am really slow with reading my light novels. I need to get back on the light novel train. Definitely gives me like Spice and Wolf vibes. I'm looking for a slice of life light novel, so we'll see how this one goes. This last section here is all the manhwa sent to me from Ice Press. I really know nothing about them, so I'm just going to kind of list off the titles to you and show you what it looks like. First up, we have Choco 7 Fates. This is volume 1 here. Next up here is Dark Moon, the Blood Altar volume 1. Next up is the Star Seekers volume 1. This one looks pretty intriguing. Here we have the Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint volume 1. Next up here is Overgeared volume 1. Kind of looks like a stereotypical manhwa. We'll see. And last up here is a manhwa that I am super looking forward to by one of my favorite authors of all time, JH, and that is The Boxer volume 4. This was a phenomenal series. Volume 1 was okay, but volume 2 really sucked me in. I cannot wait to see where this story goes. This is by the same creator as The Horizon, my favorite manhwa of all time, definitely one of my top 20 series of all time. I highly recommend you check out that publication, also published by Eyes Press as well physically. And that is it for my manga haul for the month of October. I hope you enjoyed the assortment of goodies that I got. And just as a reminder, make sure you check out that description down below to get a discount on your first Tokyo Treat or Sakuraco box. Again, thanks so much to them for sponsoring this video. As always, if you enjoy the content of my videos, make sure you hit that like button, tap the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you know when more of my videos come out, and I will see you in the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye.